The finale of Forest Heart came on October 13th, 2019, even though the first episode came on February 24th, 2017. Yeah, it was a 2-year process series, yet I'm really glad I finished it. I still had a lot of fun, even if part of the reason I was uploading those videos just to get it off the channel. I just didn't want that lingering thing. To this day, it actually remains the only Capture the Monument series that is on either of my channels. To this day, that is. Because in 2013, I uploaded a series on the old channel. An old channel with nothing but survival games. It was Vex's Kaizo Caverns. To this day, I remember it being one of my most fondest series I've ever uploaded on my channel. And sadly, no matter what I could try to do, I'm unable to ever watch it ever again. The only evidence that it even existed comes from my Twitter, where if I look up, I can see I added it to a playlist that does not exist. I've said this many times. After doing YouTube for over 6.5 years now, my only ever regret is deleting videos. I don't know really what the mindset was behind it, looking back. I think it makes much more sense going from my old channel to this one. My old channel was dead in the water. It was not really hard to see at all. No matter how much I was uploading, videos wise, I was not gaining any subscribers. A lot of my videos didn't even have a single view. Yet I kept uploading, and I know I uploaded. I reached 50 minigame videos. That first channel had over 100 videos, not including survival games. I had around 200 videos on that channel. 140, which you'll never get to see. Yeah, even then, I talk about how there are times when I feel like I should reboot it, revive those videos, pay tribute to how I got here. And I keep talking about it. My Twitter data has all the videos I ever uploaded from about Survival Games 9, even though I do remember what I uploaded beforehand. So I use that as my guide to see what videos I left behind, and to ensure that one day maybe I'll go back to it. Anyways, Kaizo Caverns was one of those series, one of those maps, one of those videos that I'll never get to forget, because I remember just all the fun I had. And to this day, Super Hostile remains my favorite type of Minecraft map ever. It remains my favorite so much that I tried to make my own. By about mid to end 2013, I had played all of Vex's maps, Inferno Caverns being the most recent one. Even if I didn't complete all of them, I played a good bit of all of them. I knew exactly what there was to do and how I could explore the map. And to this day, Vex still goes on. After a long break, he still is making them, still works on them, and I am eagerly awaiting. In the days where I'm bored just playing Minecraft, I'll download a Super Hostile map and I'll bring it up and play it. It's more, not really called Super Hostile, though. It's more of a Capture the Monument. Super Hostile is just Vex's series. But I got so accustomed to playing all Vex's maps, I just called them all Super Hostile. And so I wondered, after I finished Inferno Caverns, I wondered for a good bit of 2013, what would it take to actually try to make one? I have no experience, no map making experience or expertise or skills whatsoever, but I thought it might be worth the try. Doing some research, and a bit of downloads later, I found myself using MCEdit for the first time. A program I was not unfamiliar with. I knew Seth Bling used it lots of times to create certain types of spawners and create certain types of structures. After the update where you could make kind of any type of super flat map you wanted, I created myself a world of 2 layers of bedrock separated by 200 levels of stone, and I got to work. 2013, about 1.6, 1.7, I started on my first ever map. It was, 14-year-old me, not knowing what I was doing, but I had a lot of fun doing it. I created a lot of fun areas, started working on them. Sadly though, this first version of the map never saw the light of day, because while I was messing around, I accidentally kind of corrupted it. Filled the whole thing with bedrock, did an actual accidental save as and panic, and that was it. A little disheartening, and realized, wow, this might be harder than I thought. I mean, what am I even doing trying to make a map from things I have no idea how to do? I kept thinking about that. Kept playing maps, kept checking them out. To me, Capture the Monument are so cool because it takes all the brainpower of the designer. You see every little detail, every single little block and placement, and where certain areas were. You basically got to see what the map maker was thinking. Their creative art put to work was pretty great. And later on, I decided, hey, I'll try again. 2015, now that 1.7.10 was out, and pretty much the only real version, 1.8 as well, I got to work yet again and started working. And I actually got really far this time. I had 2 successful intersections filled with very small yet manageable areas. I took so much time in perfecting all the loot, the areas, so many cool things. As I was going through, meeting new people, meeting so many friends, we actually got to play a good number of super hostile maps. And I don't know if they knew that it was my favorite, but I definitely had a lot of fun playing with them. Probably way more than they thought. They think I did. I realize though that it's a lot more work. There's a lot that goes into it, and as I saw the impending doom that Minecraft was being updated, I realized I had to be fast, but this just was nothing I could do. I kept trying to work on it, but the creative juices were dying. I had ideas, but never just found the time to work on them again. And pretty much around mid 2015 is when I pretty much stopped working on it. It was kind of crazy how quick it happened, but I remember all the hours I spent perfecting every little thing of each little area. And every so often I'd load up that map again and keep working out, looking at all the work I had done. It was really cool. I don't really know what happened, but I found myself in the position that I really want to finish it sometime. And every so often I'd load it back up in 1.7.10 and I'd do a little bit, but it was getting harder. Now that Minecraft and Mojang and Microsoft actually figured out what they were doing, and they started updating the game like crazy. And then it just kept going. 1.9, 1.10, 1.11, 1.12, it just kept going and going. Until I was like, well, I gotta do something. And in 2017, I actually attempted to upgrade the map to 1.12. It might seem a lot different. It might seem a lot more easier than you think to simply upgrade a map if there was no real command blocks. But the fact of the matter is, I mean, the whole idea behind how items were stored were completely changed in 2 years. I essentially had to redo all the items and all the things that were put into place. So many changes with mob spawning. It was getting crazy. And kind of much after that, I just said, oh, I upgraded it. One day I'll work on it again. And that I never can. It's a sad story, but it did teach me a lot. Teach me how to use my creative brain. I mean, at this point, I was utilizing my full potential making maps. I had way too much fun making it. Even though it never finished, I still had way too much fun. And I still have way too much fun playing Capture the Monument maps. Forest Heart is an example of one where I was really keen on finishing it. And I still had a lot of fun. I guess you could say part of the reason I just couldn't get it done right away was just because I got better at editing. I remember Kaizo Caverns. It was not edited whatsoever. It was long, uncut footage, no intro, no nothing. May 2013, only about 3 months after I started YouTube. There was nothing there. But at the same time, I remember how much fun I had every single time I uploaded a new episode. So why did I make this video? Well, it's to capture that this existed. That I had my creative brain exploding at some point. I mean, make it go as far as to almost making an entire map behind it. Yeah, in comparison, it's pretty sad, but I still like to say that it's mine. And I had a lot of fun. And I want to finish it one day. All it's been doing is that's been just being carried over from computer to computer. It's gone through about 3 MacBooks at this point. And 1 PC. So, what is there to do? Well, there's to finish it. That's what there is to do. Am I ready to finish it? Well, not right now. Right now, I'm focusing on a ton of videos, but I'm hoping that one day in the future, I might be able to finish it. But for now, I'd like to post it. I want to put it somewhere. Not just sitting there in my Minecraft single player worlds, just sitting there gathering dust with all the others versions. So I went ahead and posted it. There's a link in the description that can take you to whatever I have. The culmination of 6 years of on and off work. It's in that map. It's kind of wild, but it's worth just putting there, showing off, as maybe one day I'll go back and fix it again. Fix it up, give it a nice touch, finishing touches, and actually call it a completed work. Someday at least. So that's kind of it. As far as this going into the Cleans 19 whole spiel, I mean, this whole thing is about the end of the decade, tying off these ends. And this has been one end that has started in this decade, and I don't want to just leave without acknowledging all the work I've done this year and this decade on this map. So that's why I'm posting it. If you want, go ahead and download it. I mean, you could play whatever there is to play. There's no real ending, so I made a very dodgy monument at the end. You could put all the wool. I don't know, maybe you could beat it. I mean, it's untested, unplayed through. I mean, it's just a hunk of mess, that's for sure, but it's my creation. I'm very proud of it. So do with that what you will. This is just here to set a precedent that, hey, it exists at some point. I'm glad you guys are here to stick around and watch it. That's about it. So I thank you guys for listening to me talk for 15 minutes of just a simple type of Minecraft map. But hey, it's got history and it's got a special place in my heart. It's being my favorite types of maps ever. Which is why maybe, while Forest Heart is the only series currently that you can actually watch, it probably won't be the last. So, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I've been Cleanfel or Zach. Take care.